Welcome back, everyone. So we have this Ariocarpus Ooibo. We're going to be grafting it. It's a Thai import, imported by Spiritual Cacti. I've had it for about a month. It's rooted in already. Took in a little bit of water. I have the stock already prepped. We're going to be using hydrogen peroxide, rubbing alcohol. This is the tape I like to use. You can get it from Walmart. Make sure to get the super hold and then whatever you want to use to cut with. So I start by disinfecting my blade with 90% alcohol, and then in between cuts I usually wipe with hydrogen peroxide. Not only to slightly disinfect, but also to remove the soil, and you get like little bits of the cacti in there. So I start really high up, because if you ever try to cut a cacti, a barrel style, really hard, and then your cut ends up being really wonky. So what I kind of do is start really high and then sharpen the edges, and at that point you're just cutting the really soft tissue. And for the chamfering side, I like to do about 2 to 3 ribs at a time. Try to keep the angle consistent. Go all the way around, trying to keep that same angle. Remember, we're trying to do something that looks high quality. It's gonna hopefully be a mother plant in the future, so we want it to look nice. So take your time, make everything look nice and perfect. After I'm done going on the outside of the rib, I then repeat the process, but I'm focusing on the inner part of the lobe. And same thing all the way around. And once you're done with the side, the tissue inside is a lot easier to cut through, so your cuts end up being a lot cleaner. And what you see me do here is I'm looking for the vascular ring, and once I run into it, here it is. You can tell on Golden Bear it's a lot clearer. You can see the ring. I normally stop and then start working on the scion. Here's the Ariocarpus. And same thing, I'm going to try to leave a little bit of the root tissue. Alright, let's make the cut. So I make sure to wipe my blade one last time, just to not get anything in there. And you'll see in a second that the vascular ring on the Ariocarpus is in a circle. It's kind of all over the place. So that's the tricky part. See, check out the vascular ring. It's kind of all zigzag throughout. So you're supposed to align a part of that to the circle. I'm going to make one final cut, and I will chamfer my edge just a tiny bit. I think I did that off screen, but it just helps me see it. And here's the final placement. You can see even with me moving it, it's not really going anywhere. And I live in Florida. My humidity's pretty high, so I do rely on sulfur. And I found out that sprinkling it before I put the tape is a lot easier. And if I put the tape on it, I get areas where there isn't any sulfur, and then I'll get some funk growing there. This is the tape again. If you want to pick it up, you can get it at Walmart. And I start with a little piece about 1 inch or 2. I cut that first. Then stick the sticky side to the other sticky side right in the middle. And this first piece you just want to gently put down. No pressure, just slowly, 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 and make sure both sides touch at the same time. But very, very little pressure. Yeah, the first piece, very, very little pressure, just holding it in place. That's all we're doing. Same thing with the second piece, but near the end you can see me put a tiny bit of pressure downwards. As you can see, the scion hasn't really shifted anywhere. It's at the spot where I wanted it. And then make sure to touch both pieces at the same time. And at this point, the graft for me is done. I can relax. The hardest part went pretty smoothly. I start cleaning up a little bit, and from here on out it's just applying pieces of tape to apply more pressure to the scion. As you can see, I spare no expense when it comes to the tape, and I really do crush the Ariocarpus on top of the Grusoni. I feel with older specimens, the pressure definitely helps. If you don't press down enough, the graft won't take, in my opinion. And here it is. You can see how much I'm crushing the tubercles down. Make sure I have a good contact. That last piece is just to hold everything so it doesn't untape. And here it is, all finished. Looks pretty gnarly the first day, all crushed and all cut up. This is 2 days later. I did water my cacti, so I did spike my humidity. So I did get a little bit of funk kind of scattered throughout, but the sulfur did a pretty good job stopping it. You can see there is a little bit of a fusion. You can see at the corner, and pretty confident it took at this point. Doing the poke test, and it passed it. And in this clip, it's 2 weeks later. You can see the flesh is fully healed. There's a couple little spots remaining, but look at the power the Grusoni is giving the Ariocarpus. It's healed and sending out roots in midair. Thank you, everyone.